say first and foremost, we want to give our praises to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Rakakodash. We say double on the apostles and elders of great most and well. Our teachers, our apostles in the truth. We say salutations, so the Icamos, they pushing on the truth and they say the in and the out. Constantly in season and season, we say shalom. Once again, going into some scriptures here. Just a topic touching upon perilous, the perilous times that we're in. And when you look up the word perilous, it means full of danger or risk. It's say exposed to imminent risk of disaster or ruin. And that is just basically the time that we're in. And we in the time of imminent risk or disaster. Soon this place, as we just teach, as the scriptures prophesy, that this place is going to fall. This kingdom is going to fall. This place is going to crumble, and it's a full of danger or risk, and that is what we see at this moment. This is the time that we're in perilous times, that is seeing danger all over, and the plagues, the pestilences, all these things, it's danger, right? And it's a full of danger or risk, or exposed to imminent risk of disaster or ruin. And as I say, this watch are wrong, and you can see that we're really in perilous times. We are at the end, and hey, imminent risk, disaster, all these things, you could say right around the corner. And hey, this corona, and other stuff, that is what you call perilous, that is called risk, disaster, that we call danger. And the thing is, as we just teach it, as scriptures say, that it have more, that it's just the beginning. But I just wanted to touch upon the word perilous and the dangers ahead. Because as what when you wake up in the morning, you pray, thank the Father for seeing another day and so forth. And one of the things that I like to do is just read like the news, and basically you're seeing that the time that we're in, right? And hey, the two-thirds of Israel, they will continue doing the wickedness and continue doing the things that they will do, which is wickedness, sinning, committing all sort of abominable stuff and so forth, right? And they don't understand that the time that we're in, that the danger ahead. Because this morning I wake up, the first thing they see was some jakes ended up in an accident. I think one woman died. And where they was coming from is a party. Where they coming from in a party, and just imagine that this place is under a total lockdown at this moment. You're not supposed to be going out after a certain time, and it's basically supposed to be inside due to the coronavirus and so forth. And they don't understand that the time that we're in, and they will never understand, because the scriptures say, so as the days of Noah's given into marriage and so forth. And that just to show you that when you hear that precept was talking about Jake, distinctively talking about Jake, talking about the Israelites. Because, hey, don't matter the shit that come, at the time you warn them, they still continue to do the things that they do, wine, grind, dine, So, I'll start with the scripture. This is Second Timothy chapter 3 verse 1. It say this know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. And hey, you're seeing the time that we're in. You're seeing the time that we're in. The perilous times that we're in. You're seeing coronavirus, World War III imminent, right? The chip, the RFID chip, the mark of the beast, right? We're seeing all these things happening because we are at the end. And this is just to show you, see the economy going and collapse, because no one is working, the grinding has ceased. So we are perilous times, right? We have perilous times, but Jake still finding a way to party, grind, So he said, this know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. It says shall come, and it happening, right? And it happening. It says, for men shall be lovers of their own self, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, right? And hey, that is what it is. They say, without natural affection, truth breakers, false accusers, incontent, fierce despisers of those that are good. You see, They say traitors, he the high-minded lovers of pleasures more than lovers of God, and that is just the spirit that they in. They love pleasure more than the Lord, because just imagine at the time that you win, when you think that they would be sit down praying, asking for the Lord for mercy, for forgiveness, they're partying, So they don't understand the time that we win, that the perilous time that we win, that soon, imminent disasters are right around the corner. Worse disaster than what's going on now. Hey, soon you all wouldn't even be partying. You all wouldn't have the time to go party. And hey, and that was judgment. That what happened. They went and party. I think one person died, and the rest is a big accident. How much 30 people was in it, and so forth. In a time like this, when you think people would be, studying to find the Lord or pray and so forth, and ask the Lord for forgiveness and things, they don't care. Tutors don't care. They really don't care. You understand? And they just plain tell. They say traitor. They say lovers of pleasure more than lovers of God. So they love pleasure more than Hashem Yoshai. You understand? And hey, we at the end, and you're seeing that. You're seeing that. Right? You're seeing that. Right? See, hey, Jake don't want to hear nothing about the end, nothing about the about the stuff that we teach, the things that are going to happen and so forth. They love pleasure and they continue in it. But it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, disaster and ruin soon come. So they won't have time to do that. And hey, as I say, they're gonna be what? Just like the days and Noah, right? They'll be crying and sighing. Alright, let me bring on that scripture here. Matthew 24, verse 30. I'll start from verse 36. It says, but of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. It says, but as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying. Yes, so the days before that flood, they was doing the same things they're doing now. Partying, drinking, eating, being merry, thinking that perilous time would not come, thinking that flood wouldn't come, that imminent danger, that risk, that ruin, they think that wasn't going to come, right? It say marrying, it say and given in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. So yeah, and they just the same mindset that they in today. They still do the same thing, and they would know. Hey, they would know a prophet was amongst them when they started to see the stuff that we was talking about started to happen. But for now, that mindset that they will be in that Mary and that Mary mindset, that eating, drinking, that is what that just shake on the whole. The rebellion, the scripture say what they have revolt and gone. They revolt and gone. But it doesn't, hey, the revolt and gone, and so shall be the destruction. Because the scripture say, perilous times, we are the end. We are the end of this thing. So disaster, danger is at a corner next to them. Soon gonna be worse than what it is they're going to. Now they still have the leeway to go, still take a chance and go. To do something, but soon that shit going to pop up like a flood. Worse dangers, them ICBMs, them nukes, right? The RFID chip, your choice. So that perilous time, hey, and as again we are at the end. You're seeing all the things that were written happening. seeing the mindset that they still be in. So why, hey, at the end of the day, we supposed to be studying these tutors on the whole. You know, but it is what it is. Because they go rebel unto the end. But they have to fall into the category of what the prophecies talk about. Them that was given into that marrying, and them that eating, drinking and marrying, you know. They have to fall into that. They must have spirits to be doing those stuff. Right? But you know what? For them that know what is coming, with the whole holy faith, you know, and keep on praising Yahweh Hashem Yahushua down to the end. You know, the Lord will see you through. Right, so hey, we jump to verse 13 in 2 Timothy chapter 3. You know, the whole Timothy is prophecy, but let's all go to our point here. 2 Timothy chapter 3 verse 13, it says, but evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. Right? It says, but continue thou in the things which thou hast learned, and hast been assured of knowing of them, of whom thou hast learned them. Right? So, hey, at the end of the day, hey, perilous times, danger, risk, disaster. Obviously, you're going to have them seducers, them deceivers, and so forth. And it say what? It shall wax worse and worse. So, it is, hey, as I say, full of danger. Perilous means full of danger. So, seducers, deceivers, hey, plagues, pestilences, earthquakes, all these things, the chip, you know, all these things is danger, right? And he say what? But evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived, right? So, hey, at the end, we are at the end, and we just seeing the perilous things happening, you know, taking place, right? But it say, verse 14 say, but continue down in the things which thou hast learned, and has been assured of knowing of whom thou hast learned them, right? So yeah, so hey, we would hold fast to what it is we learn and what it is we were taught, and we will hold to these scriptures. You know, we wouldn't be in the other mindset, right? So hey, with that, we give our praises to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Rakakwadash. We sit up and the apostles and elders of great motion well, and salutations so that I can say pushing we do not treatment and say day and day out. You know, continue season on season, we say Shalom.